CBS 2 political reporter Marcia Kramer joins us now. Marcia, this can't be easy for you because you have worked with Tim Russert for many, many years. How did you meet him?
Well, actually, it goes back more years than I even want to admit, to 1982, actually, when I was the Albany bureau chief for the Daily News, and he was the press secretary for Mario Cuomo. And, you know, there's so many Tim Russert stories. You know, I remember once we were on a plane going to Notre Dame, where Mario Cuomo was going to give a speech on abortion, and the plane was hit by lightning. It was a state plane, 13 passengers, and Tim was sitting across from me, and he looked at me and he goes, "Kramer, I'm at peace with my maker. Are you?" And of course, at that moment, you know, everything is things are flying all over the place, and he was like the picture of calm. I mean, his face was a little white, but just the picture of calm, kept his sense of humor the whole time. And I can also tell you another story about him. It's sort of an ironic story about how Tim Russert actually got into the TV business. You know, there was always a lot of disagreements in the Cuomo administration, and they used to like to use newspapers as their little personal dartboard. So at one point, somebody leaked a story to page 6 at the New York Post saying that Tim Russert had fallen into disfavor with Mario Cuomo. Well, the result of that was that Tim Russert got about 15 job offers, including NBC News, and the rest is history. And the other thing, you know, that I always remember about Tim, other than the Sunday morning phone calls when he would call me with threatening remarks, would be that, you know, he was a child of Buffalo. He loved Buffalo. He loved the Buffalo Bills. He loved, you know, Buffalo
Boston
wings.
College.
I mean, he was
the Yankees,
just an amazing sportsman, but he never lost his roots. I remember running into him at various political conventions along the last several decades, and he would always be talking about, remember that day in Buffalo when we did this, or remember that he always remembered that he came from Buffalo. A wonderful man and a really big loss to journalism.
And he would always end Meet the Press during the fall with either a good luck note for the Bills the upcoming day, or mention a Boston College story from the day before. Let me ask you before we let you go, how does the political television landscape change? This was a man, if you were in politics, you knew you had to go be a guest on Meet the Press. Didn't like it because you knew everything that you've said in your entire career was going to be basically put in front of your face and you were going to have to answer to it. But now, I mean, he reinvigorated the way politics was covered on television. How does things change now?
Well, I think it changes totally because, I mean, I hate to say this, but there's no one that was as hardworking and took it as serious. I mean, not that they don't take it seriously, but it's like a must-stop on TV. And the thing about Tim that people also probably don't know is that he was a trained lawyer and a Jesuit. And he used a lot of that training in how he questioned people. And he built up such a respect that it's very hard to fill those shoes. I mean, obviously many people have tried and they will try again, but he was a unique personality.
Marcia, thank you for sharing your stories with us. Don, thank you very much for a look back at Tim Russert's career, his life, and his legacy. We've put a special section on our website at WCBSTV.com. It's right on the homepage.